smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Tryna catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought it was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fight. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK to anybody kill. Hop out, get the drill in the spiller. 7.62 gon' split him. LN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner. 5.0, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. I got all those things, nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get this pussy, leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Y'all know what the fuck going on around here, nigga. Y'all nigga keep talking about you want smoke. You can't catch me on social media, my nigga. I'm in the
What? What's up, family? Peace and blessings. Don't look like too many people up in here tonight, but you know what's good with y'all, man. What's going on? Are we gonna keep the story going tonight or what? Who we got in here tonight? Don't look like nobody in here. I guess people will come later. They say they don't get the notifications. Plus, you know, I be on my color people time. Shout out to my brother J.A. Dixon in the building. Salute, King. Peace and blessings to you, J.A. That's why I said we get a couple people come in here. But for the people that did show up, hey, the other people catch it on the playback, I guess. So I asked y'all, what did y'all want me to do? Did y'all want me to continue with what went on in prison or what happened when I got released? And so they was like, go ahead and tell us about the prison stories and then you get released. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, right? So the first one we're going to talk about is when I was there at Lee County. Because see, at Beaumont, Texas, I wasn't on the yard for like a week until I got shipped away because I was in the hole for like 5 days until I got on compound. I had to wait on my paperwork. And then the first day I get on compound, I ended up stabbing Officer Jessup. So when I stabbed Officer Jessup, you know, I went to the hole. So that was it on that. And then I went to Marion. And then after I went to Marion, I ended up going to Lee County. And then, like I told you, I got into a hot collar, stabbed him, so I came back out after almost a year in the hole. So like I told you, I got my job in the kitchen. So, like, it took a minute to get the little job in the kitchen and everything. So I got the job in the kitchen as a grade 4 cook. But one day, the cook for the officers. Now, see, it's a lot of politicking to get these jobs. You got to know somebody. And then once somebody gets that job, then he gets people hired onto that job that he fuck with. So it was a blessing that the dude that was working in the officer's dining room, him and his partner, they ended up getting into some shit, and the warden caught them with like a lot of damn liquor shit, contraband. So they had ended up getting fired, and they didn't have nobody to do the officer shit that day. So I told the damn dude, his name was Salinas, Mr. Roberto Salinas. He was the head of the kitchen. And I was like, well, look, I can go in there and cook for the officer's dining hall. And he was like, nah, you just a grade 4 cook. And I was just like, bro, just please give me a chance. So he gave me a chance. And you know I'm Haitian and everything, so I'm an islander. He from Puerto Rico, so he gave me a chance. And when I was over there, I whipped up some shit that the officers ain't never tried before. I made fried dumplings over there with fried cabbage. I made, because they had fish on the daggone on fried fish. No, they had baked fish today at the chow hall. They had baked fish. So what I did, I made some escansbons fish. That's where you do the you take the fish. Usually it has the head on it, but they had the heads off of it. But I put the pineapple juice with it. I put the seasoning with it. I put the bell peppers, the onions, the cabbage. I hooked that motherfucker up. Then I fried some rice and peas for their ass. So the officers went crazy. So Salinas gave me the job just for that quarter. And so I killed the job. Like, I was making them all types of shit, bro. Like, I was making them nachos. I was making them motherfucking beef Wellington. Like, I was making them shepherd's pie. Like, cause see, I would cook good in the officers' dining room because, A, I cook a hell of a meal for the officers. I'm gonna make a to-go plate for me and my cellmate. Cause that way we'll have something to eat for that night. So I used to cook that good shit that I wanted to eat, just so I could take it back. And I wanted to cook that night. So, I made real fried rice. I was making real Jamaican meat patties, fish patties. Like, I was using the curry. Like, I was making all types of shit, dog. Just for me and my celly, basically. But the officers got to eat because I was making it for me and my celly, but I had to feed the officers with it. So they was loving that shit. So, Terrell Davis, salute, my brother. So one thing about working in the kitchen, they keep the doors locked. And see, they keep the dining room is locked off from the motherfucking kitchen area because there's knives and shit back there. So they got the doors locked. So the people that work in the dining room, see, if you work in the kitchen, like people that work in the back of the kitchen, that's grade 1s and shit, and the people that operate the dish room up front, they got to get up at 4 o'clock because we on the 4:30 count, 4:45 count in the morning time. So like the cooks, we got to be up there at 4 o'clock in the morning. Now the rest of the people that work in the dining hall, the ones that run like the juice bars and shit like that, they don't have to be to the kitchen till 6 o'clock. They not on the count. But before 6 o'clock, before that count, we get all the stealing out the way that we can. Because we know once the other people get up there, them doors are going to be locked like a motherfucker. And pretty soon, the damn wardens and the captains and all them going to be coming in and getting ready for breakfast. So, me working in the ODR, I had more access than the cooks. But like the grade 1 cook, Mitch, he had access to damn near everything too. But I really had more access because, I was making shit for the officers, so they was just letting me get whatever the fuck I wanted to get. But Mitch, as being a grade 1 cook, he was getting what the fuck he want to too. But see, it'd be more eyes on him because, see, Mitch, he had to make sure everything was right for that main line. Like, one thing about a cook, they don't mind you stealing as a cook, but you better not fuck up that meal. Like, because the warden, and all the damn department heads, they take the meals personal. I mean, like the meals is important. Like that's the one thing you don't fuck up is mainline. If you fuck up mainline, that's it. Like you do not fuck up mainline. So everything is geared to making sure mainline is straight. Like it's no problem at mainline. So when we get there early, like I told you, the ones of us that's on the count, like I get there early, and like I said, I had a nigga named Colonel. He was from motherfucking Louisiana and shit. And Colonel was like the king of making alcohol. And he used to pay people to keep the bags of wine in their rooms to let it settle. My nigga slogan, what's good, brother? Peace and blessings to you. Now see, it usually take between 4 to 7 days for a good batch of wine to come down. And in the damn batches of wine, they be between 4 to 6 gallons. So Colonel, he'll have a batch coming down like every 2 days in different dorms and shit. And like offer like the wine, like people sell sports bottles for $10, which is a quart. And if you got 5 gallons, that's 20 quarts. So that's damn $10 a quart. That's $200. And remember, I told you it'd be about 5 to 7 gallons. So 5 to 7 gallons, that's anywhere between $200 to motherfucking $350 that he's making. Or he might keep a gallon for him and his homies, but he's gonna make his money. And for like every gallon of wine, it takes about 5 pounds of sugar. For a gallon of wine, it's about 5 pounds of sugar. Well, really not even 5 pounds. Like for every gallon, you need about 2.5 pounds. Matter of fact, for like a 5-gallon thing of wine, you need about 7 pounds of sugar. About 7 pounds of sugar. So you get about 7 pounds of sugar in a 5 pound because the alcohol bug, it eats the sugar and it produces alcohol. So like a bag of wine, to make a bag of wine is about $50 to $60 worth of shit. And he makes between $350 off of it. So it's like a $300 profit off of it. So he's rolling. He's rolling. He's the wine king, but it's all types of people on the compound that wants to make wine. So you got different people making wine all the time. So like if you want to get drunk, you can get drunk. And see me, I fucked up and got drunk with the Indians one day. Like the Indians got drunk one day and I didn't know it. So they motherfucking set off like they was in K Block. But when they got drunk, motherfuckers, everybody in the compound got breathalyzed. Because, like I said, it's 12 units. And to be honest, every day it's a unit coming down with some fucking wine, really. Every day it's some wine coming down. And you got 12 units. And motherfuckers that like to drink will go to different courtyards to get their bag of wine. They get their sports bottle, they'll put it in their gym bag, wrap it up in clothes, and take that shit back to their unit. Now, we also had people that made white liquor. They made the stinger. They will make the wine. And after they make the wine, they'll put the wine through a stinger. So say like they had a 5-gallon bag of wine. They put it through the stinger. And off the first pull, the little honey bears of honey. Well, they sell a honey bear of white liquor for $40. One of them little bears of honey goes for $40. And that's the first pull. On the second pull, they'll sell a sports bottle of the second pull for $20. Like a wine, like the second pull goes for $20. And like the third pull, it ain't but so strong. It's like about as strong as a Wild Irish Rose. But the third pool, they'll sell a sports bottle of it for $10. So, they make their money off the white liquor as well. And, it be that motherfucking blue flame. Like, that shit be motherfuckers. Like, we ain't never real live bootleggers. Right? So, one day, motherfuckers in I block, they came down. I think they came down with like 15 gallons. So motherfuckers from all over the yard is going to get them a couple sports bottles. And they made that shit with tomato paste. We could tell because it was red. But I had got me a jug and a half of the shit. And me and my homeboy, well, me and my roommate, we got 3 jugs of it. So it was a jug and a half apiece. We in the room blitzed. Come to find out, the Indians, and it's really true what they say when they say Indians can't hold they fucking liquor. Because whenever them motherfuckers get drunk, they show they fucking ass. That's why after this day, I found out whenever some motherfucking wine drop, I keep my sports bottle and wait the late night before I drink after the damn shit go down, just in case the Indians done got some. Because when I got hit for the breathalyzer, well, I'm gonna tell you. So the Indians, they got mad, and the officers are majority white at Lee County. So one of the motherfuckers, I think his name was Lightfoot. Lightfoot got mad and told the police, "Fuck you, you redneck bastards! Y'all stole our homeland." And he took off. He took off on an officer. So when he took off on an officer, Polar and the other nigga, I forgot all their names, but they started whooping on the officer's ass. They drunk as shit. They started whooping the officer's ass. So they hit the deuces. The motherfucking police ran over there. The ones from the 4 units that's right beside them got there first. But you know, you had to wait for the rest of the officers because they got to run across that whole fucking compound. So it's 4 of them officers in there fighting like motherfucking 8 real live Native Americans. And they going to get it. And the Indians, they drunk as shit. And then the rest of the officers came in there, they whooped them damn Indians' ass. They beat the shit out of them motherfuckers, dog. The Indians ended up going to the hole for 6 months. But after they locked the Indians up, they came through that night in every single dorm and breathalyzed everybody. I think that night about 40 of us got hit because we had alcohol on the breathalyzer. So that means every Friday night we had to go out there to the damn. They'd call our name on the intercom. We'd come out there to the corridor and had to blow every Friday night. That shit used to get that shit used to get on my goddamn nerves. Whenever I get some wine, I have to sit back and wait. And I can't enjoy myself doing out the day. I gotta wait till nighttime to hit my shit. Because I know if they call that breathalyzer, I'm gonna get hit. And see, being drunk is a B series. And on like a B series write up, you can get up to 30 days in a hole and you can lose up to, 13 good days a year. See, the best thing about the feds is you get 54 days a year and they give you your good time at the beginning. So like if you got 5-year sentence, you're going to get 54 days a year. You're going to get 220 good days and they're going to take it off your sentence immediately. So now you got 4 years and about 7 months, right? And if you get in trouble, you can lose up to 54 days a year in good time. But after that year is over with, they can't go back and take that time. Once you got that year over with, that time is secure. So like 1 year, I lost my 54 days. So I showed my motherfucking ass the rest of that year because I was in the hole. I was popping sprinklers, making them come in there with the emergency response team and whoop my ass and everything. But I didn't lose no good days because, hey, couldn't do shit. I done used my good days. But they hit me where it hurt because, like I said, I had money in my account. And they was charging me $600 per sprinkler that I broke. And I was like, whoa, inflation like a motherfucker. Because it really supposed to cost $200. So, you know, I put in the grievance and everything. So they dropped it down to $320 because I had popped so many of them. But still, they still was getting over on me. But like I said, the Indians took off on the officer and they got that shit going. So I'm going to tell you about Braveheart. when the motherfucking this is when the damn Texas Mexicans and the damn Paisa, which is the Mexicans across the border, got into it. Now the Mexicans from America, they're much bigger than the Mexicans that's in Mexico, like taller, wide, statuette. The Texas and California Mexicans, they chill. But then you got the pure Mexicans that's from Mexico that say, I guess they call them Americanos or Chicanos or whatever. They felt like that they was above the Mexicans that stay in America. So they didn't never really get along like that, right? So come that I had a homeboy, his name was DeMarcus Ivy from Charlotte, North Carolina. They used to call him Shine. He was a blood. He was at Polk Youth Institute with me. So he ended up coming to the prison up there where I'm at. And I was like, fuck. Because Shine, he my motherfucking nigga. But Shine used to always with that bullshit. You feel me? And we in prison now. We in grown man prison. This shit ain't the same as when we went to the youth spread. But Shine, he was the East Coast 9-tray blood. And see, he used to get into it with the West Coast blood. It was a West Coast blood named Salt. He was the damn leader of all the bloods on the yard. But Salt didn't really have no motion. You feel me? Like Shine used to try that nigga. Like a lot of times the West Coast bloods didn't respect the East Coast bloods and everything. They did their own thing. But whenever it was a problem with the bloods and somebody else, they would come together. But the yard, we had gangster disciples, we had bloods, we had Crips on the yard. The only thing we couldn't have on the yard was the Sereños and the Norteños. And a lot of people don't know what a Norteño is. But Norteño, they beef with Sereños. Sereños come from across the border. Norteños is the ones that's here. You feel me? Kind of like the Mexicans against the American Mexicans. And we also had Black Disciples and Black Guerrilla Family. Now, we only had 2 people from the Black Guerrilla Family. But the Black Guerrilla Family, the BGF, them boys didn't fucking play. We had a nigga named Tuttle. That nigga had been in the hole for like 3 years. He just came from ADX2. And this little young buck from DC. His name was Third. Tuttle said one of the smoothest lines I ever heard in my life. You feel what I'm saying? So the little young dude, Third, he was trying Tuttle. Matter of fact, his name wasn't Tuttle, it was Trouble. My bad. I knew it was something. It was Trouble. And Trouble was about 50 years old, but he didn't look it. Little slim nigga, but I could tell he kept that bang on him. You feel me? So the little young nigga Third was trying Tuttle. And Tuttle sitting there and he drinking his motherfucking coffee and shit. So the young nigga sat there and he trying him. And he was like, fuck that shit, nigga. I'm trying to see you. So Tuttle, he's sitting right there. And he say, so, are you ready to die? Third talking about, nigga, what the fuck you mean? He said, nigga, I'm gonna ask you now. And I see him start reaching for the daggone blicky. And so I'm like, God damn, Trouble, don't do it. So he was like, well, shit, we can go in the room. And Trouble said, look, we go in this motherfucking damn room. He looked that nigga dead as I say, I'm gonna kill you, young buck. And he said, you ain't got nothing but a year left. Don't crash out. Because, see, DC had shut down their state jail. So with their state jail, everybody that did a crime in DC is now federal. So you got some little motherfucking petty ass niggas up there with us that's doing some time and shit. And they act like petty niggas. They think they can run roughshod and Debo everybody, right? So Tuttle told that nigga, right? Nigga still tried to Tuttle. So Tuttle, he took another sip of his coffee. and he ate the rest of his damn motherfucking it was a double decker. It's double decker fudge round. So he got that right there. And he told Young Buck, he was like, look, is it serious enough for we to die? And Young Buck was like, well, what you mean? He was like, look, one of us is gonna die. Now, if it's that serious to you that you willing to die for it, he pulled his blanket out, sat on the table, he was like, let's go ahead and do it. But he said, if it's not that serious for you to die over, I can go in here, I can get us 2 cups of coffee, and we can eat eat these fudge rounds, and we can talk about it. So Third was sitting there like in shock, and like the way he said it, he was like, "Yeah, nigga, you not ready to die." He got up and went to his damn room, came back with his cup. He poured out the damn instant coffee in his cup and in Third cup, and put a fudge round in front of him. He had a fudge round, and he had a little jar of peanut butter. And he was like, fix that shit up, homie. So he fixed up the damn fudge round with the peanut butter, had some coffee. He was like, there we go. If you're not ready to die about it, we can sit here and eat a fudge round and coffee and talk about it. I was like, God damn, that was one of the realest goddamn scenes I ever seen, bro. Like, he was going to really kill that nigga. Because Trouble already had a body on the institution. I come to find that out later. But the Third pissed me off, bro, because he went home. And after he went home, 5 months later, this nigga back up there again. Because like I said, DC don't have no jails. And this nigga in there for a goddamn breaking and entering the first time. Next time, this nigga came in here for child support. Well, not child support, beating on a woman, child support, and motherfucking shoplifting and grand larceny. But since he was young, his points was high. So they put him in the pen. Like, that nigga Third, he was a young, dumb nigga from DC. And see, he was smoking that wet out there. And them boys be on that wet. Them wet be having them boys motherfucking shit fucked up and shit. But this nigga from Cali, I'm trying to remember the nigga name, work with me for a second. Nigga named Fresno. He was from California. That nigga Fresno ended up stabbing that nigga in the neck like twice, dog. I don't even know what the fuck happened to little Third. But Third wasn't little. He was like 6'5" and like 210. Or shit, either 210 or close to 240. In between that. I can picture him in my mind saying, hell nah, Mo. I ain't no 210, nigga. I'm 250, Mo. But yeah, he was between 210 and 250. I'm just going to say it like that. But yeah, Fresno ended up popping that nigga in his damn shit, though. Because they were playing something. I don't know exactly what they was playing, but I know he ended up calling Fresno a bitch. And they said Fresno didn't say shit. They said he just got up, walked to his room, came back down, and hit Young Buck in the damn throat. And I'm like, God damn. But, Fresno had to go do 8 months in the hole behind that. They didn't really care because they ain't like old boy for real. Like, they ain't like that nigga Third like that. Like, he was just annoying, dog. And I hate them little young bucks that's fucking annoying that ain't even trying to fucking learn, dog. And that's why I pray. And I hope I've never been one of them long ass bird type niggas that, you know what I'm saying? But, like I said, my nigga Shine had got there. And my nigga Shine was always with that bullshit. So Shine got a job in the motherfucking kitchen. Now, with him being my homie and shit, I gotta look out for him. But he ain't that good at stealing. So I used to get a couple bell peppers, a couple onions, and slide it to him and shit, where he can go steal them. Like a whole bell pepper and a whole onion, they go for $1.50 a piece. So I used to make it where Shine could make him at least $1.50 for stamps a day, like $7.50, which is a big thing when you locked up. Like, that's a book of stamps and every damn thing. So, for Shine, he just on some other shit. So he started deboing niggas and shit. He started deboing motherfucking gangsters. And like Salt and them was like, look, bro, like we gotta get this shit going. And they gotta have a united front. So them boys was about to check Shine in. Like they was about to get Shine off the yard. He just didn't know it yet. Like they was already having a meeting with the SI. And that's what I hate about the penitentiary. If them niggas can't do shit with you that's in your car, them niggas can go to the SIS and tell them that you trouble for their community and that, gotta do something about you. You feel what I'm saying? So, one thing about it, right? Me and Shine, like I try to take Shine on my wing because this is my nigga, dog. Like, we been together. We went to war together. Like, that nigga was like 3 houses down from me, bro, in the hole. So, like I said, me and Shine, we done did a lot of time together and shit. So, when we did the damn chapel fight, when we got jumped at Pope, he was in the hole like 3 houses down from me. So check this, right? Me and Shine go to the yard right out the main line after lunch because you got controlled movement. And one thing about the penitentiary is it's controlled movement. You got a 5-minute inbound call, so that means you got 5 minutes to get to get back to your housing unit or wherever you're supposed to be at, and get what you got to get or do what you got to do. Because after that 5-minute inbound call, you got a 5-minute outbound call. So you might have heard and came back and changed your shoes and stuff, but at the damn, you feel me? Like people go out there for the main line and shit, and at 12 o'clock you got main line. Now you can go. Now everybody goes to lunch at 12 o'clock because, like I told y'all, all the department heads from the prison is there. But after mainline, but hold on, let me finish telling you about the movement. You got a 5-minute inbound, and you got a 5-minute outbound. After they close the outbound movement, it's a secure perimeter. Like can't nobody move for another hour unless it's a count. Then if it's a count, then you can't move for an hour and a half, or it's have the count clear. Now they open up the main line at lunch for Unicor. Unicor gets to come first because that's the ones that's working in the industry. That's the ones I tell you they work for the people on the streets that make up the 800 a month. Maybe people make more. I'm just saying my nigga Hugo, he used to make 800 a month. And not Hugo, his name Mongo. But he used to make 800 a month. So they go to Chow Hall first. After Unicor goes, it's the units. Now every week they do an inspection of the unit with the ward and the captain. Everybody come through and inspect the unit, and each unit gets a grade out of 100, and that's how they decide who goes next on the main line, who goes to commissary first. Like the first unit gets called that came in first place, so they go to Child Hall first, then so on all the way up to last call for Chow, and the last call for Chow, my nigga Brian the King Falcon in the building salute. Last call for Chow Hall, they call the last 3 units. So main line begins at I think like 11:30, and it's over with. Like the last call is at like 12:15, 12:30. Chow Hall closed at 12:50. Now at 1:15, no, like around 1:20, they do an inbound move. So at that 1:20 inbound move, like if you work at the kitchen and everything, you get to come on back if you work first shift. Because it's about to be time for the second shift people. Now on that outbound move, that's for people that's working like they got to go back to work if you work Unicor. Well, no, Unicor goes back to work before everybody anyway. Like they get their own move to go back to work. Then you got the outbound move for everybody else that's going back to work. The 1 o'clock move. So The people that work HVAC and works for facilities, they gotta go. Like people that work for the gym, all them gotta go out there at the 1 o'clock move. And you gotta stay out there to 2:30 because after 1 o'clock they do the count. And at the count time, you stay out there to 2:30 because you got the count. And you stay out there to count. And after count, then they'll open up the yard and do an inbound move. And the inbound move is from like 2:30 to 3. Then you got to the 3:30, and that's everybody got to come back at 3:30 and get ready for 4 o'clock lockdown. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm sorry, y'all. I got it wrong. It's not 12 o'clock for the main line. Main line starts at 11 o'clock. My bad, because at 12, that's when Unicorn goes back to work at 12 o'clock. And that's when they do that outbound move at 12:30. And then you stuck out there until 1:30. 1:30, no, it's 12:30. Then it's 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock is when they have the next move. So from 12 to 2 o'clock, people at work and they got the damn count and everything. So at 2 o'clock, they have an inbound move. At 2:05, it's an outbound move. Then you stuck to 3 o'clock. And then at 3 o'clock, they got an inbound and outbound move, but it's only 30 minutes because at 3:30, everybody recalls. Everybody from the job, everybody comes in at 3:30 because you got to lock it down for the 4 o'clock count at 4 o'clock. So when you come in at 3:30, you got 20-some minutes to get ready because they start locking the doors for count. So me and Shine, we got off at the 12 o'clock and everything. We went there. We had the outbound move. So we stuck on the rec yard to 2 o'clock now. It's like 12:50. So we walking around the damn motherfucking whole facility. That's my nigga. We catching up and shit. So we walking around the whole fucking damn facility inside the fence. So we circling around. We see the handball court, but we stayed out there because, we left the lunch. So now they doing an inbound move because people about to go to work. And now they about to do the outbound move 5 minutes later. So now anybody that comes out here to this rec yard, they going to be stuck out here in the rec yard or the gym, or they just going to be out here in this motherfucking area until 2 o'clock. So me and Sean, we circled 4 laps around the yard is a mile. 4 laps, 3 3/4 laps is a mile. So we just circling around kicking in politics because this nigga was at the youth spread with me. And now he up here. And then that motherfucker on some other shit, dog. And then he done gained all that weight. I can't say that because I gained a little weight. When I was up there too, working at ODR, you started to put that down weight on this shit for real. But they was on his ass though. Like the motherfuckers wanted him gone. So we walking around the yard. And next thing you know, we get back there by the picnic tables and we get there by the hand court. And so I noticed on the outbound move, it's a lot of fucking Mexicans coming out. So we look at it, I'm like, damn, it's a lot of fucking Mexicans. You feel me? And like they just gathered around like a metal detector as they come through. Like the field is huge. So they gathered around the metal detector and shit, right? Next thing you know, the move is over. And I promise you, there's every bit about 350, 400 of motherfuckers just all over there in the group. And then next thing you know, bruh, have y'all ever seen that movie Braveheart? And make sure y'all smash the like button if you in here. Have you ever seen that movie Braveheart? If you have, the scene where the two armies were getting ready to collide? Well, I seen that in person. And the motherfuckers just took off. They took off, right? and they're coming. And I sat there and say, shit, what the fuck did you do? Because I'm thinking they coming out to Shine. Because Shine already been in some bullshit. And I'm like, my nigga, what the fuck did you do? Because from my vantage point, we just passed the picnic tables. And if you look to the left, these motherfuckers is coming at us. They about 3 football fields away. That's about how far they is. They about 2.5 now because they done been running. So they coming in our direction. I'm like, bro, that's too many. We about to get fucking slaughtered, dog. Like, literally, I was scared, bro. I was just saying to myself, like, we about to get fucking slaughtered. Like, these little bastards about to swing for my dreads, and if I fall, I can't get back up. Like, it was that many of them. I couldn't have got back up. So, man. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you like this. I just said, man. It was like the shock. I just thought about it. So he was like, man, I ain't did shit, bro. I said, man, god damn, Shine. I said, niggas told me to be careful being around you, my nigga, but god damn. So we sitting up there, we panicking, and then we just happen to look right behind us. It's the nigga named Angel. He was a Texas Mexican. It was Angel, Ricardo, and it was about 35 to 40 Texas and California Mexicans. And they sitting there waving on the crowd of Mexicans like, bring it, putas, like, come. So I'm like, oh shit. Like, nigga, this about to be a fucking war. And me and Sean, we was happy. We slid over there to the motherfucking damn tables and got the fuck out the damn way. Now, I'm talking about this motherfuckers is running full speed. And then it was just like they clashed, just like it do in the movies. But the nigga that came first, he was jumping and everything. This nigga got knocked out the fucking air with a right by Angel. And then they started to go to fucking work. Like, these motherfuckers had fiberglass hammers. Like, I'm like, bro, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that? But like, this shit right here, boy, like they was going in. It was blood, spit, guts, and ass. Like, them little Mexicans, about 350 of them about against 40. And them fucking Mexicans from Mexico and the Mexicans from California and Texas was whooping them boys' ass. I'm talking about you see little midget Mexicans flying all over the goddamn place. And this shit's going down. Next thing you know, you hear the concussion grenades coming out the damn towers. We have 7 gun towers up there in the penitentiary. And they drop this big ass bomb as a concussion grenade. Makes it where your whole equilibrium's off. All you hear is doosh, doosh, doosh. And then they on the loudspeaker saying, get down on the ground. Get down on the ground. Acuesta se de piso. Acuesta se de piso. And in Spanish, I guess that means get on the ground. So them motherfuckers ain't listening. They fighting like hell. I told Sean to get to the ground. So we get down on the ground. You feel me? That whole boy, Shalom, King, peace and blessings. So we on the goddamn ground. All we hear is a bunch of killer bees just going off. All you hear is zip, 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 zip. Motherfuckers holler, zip, 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 zip. Like this one motherfucker had a whole goddamn M16 with a drum on it. These niggas are sitting there with M16s with drums on it, family. And in that drum, one of them had rubber bullets. The other nigga had pepper balls. And bro, they lit these niggas ass up like the 4th of fucking July. Like that shit was crazy, dog. So like our whole motherfucking damn, like everybody's getting shot that's standing on their feet. And then they had this damn motherfucking riot squad coming there with the shields. And they didn't have like regular sticks. They had like kendo sticks, which is large pieces of wood. And if you wasn't on the ground, even if you was a bystander, they busting you upside your head and knocking you down. Then they put plastic wire grips on your arms. My nigga Opulent LDTV in the building. Salute, Shalom King. I hope everything is great with you, my brother. So they coming in there, dog. Like they coming this motherfucker like kamikaze Nazi, okay, poppy. You feel me? And they busting niggas ass and they putting wire snips around your arms. Like you get your head bust, boom. They put the plastic cuffs over you, like little wires that tighten up as you keep fucking moving. So they did that shit right there. Then motherfuckers was like, hey, everybody stay still. Like I said, it was one dude, he got up and tried to move. White dude. His name was Vic. Man, they cracked his goddamn head so damn hard, I felt sorry for Vic. Vic was just trying to get out the way because the motherfucking bullets was whizzing. And like I said, these motherfuckers had choppers with the drums. Like he had drums of pepper ball. Like nigga got hit by me with the pepper ball. And I felt like some of that shit got on me because my face started burning a little bit. But nigga took a shot point blank to the face. I said, God damn. And whoever said them pepper balls don't hurt, they just burn, was a fucking lie. It was a fucking lie, dog. But see, they cleaned up the yard and everything. And they say yard will be back to normal in a couple hours. Yard didn't get back to normal until like shit. It never did, really. It never did get back to normal. But like I was saying, they locked all the Mexicans up on the yard. All of them, the Texas Mexicans and the Mexicans from California and motherfucking across the border. If you was in the hole, no matter what your fucking charge was, you was happy. Cause they released everybody out the hole that wasn't in there for institutional, that wasn't in there for stabbing an inmate. So everybody got to come back out the hole. It was the long lost release of motherfuckers. Motherfuckers that been in the hole for 5-6 months, still had another 5-6 months left, was fucking released. But they were so fucking happy about this shit. But hey, we was on lockdown for a month. And lockdown is hell because we work in the kitchen. So when you on lockdown, we had to make fucking bag lunches. So we had to make bag breakfast, lunches, and fucking dinner. And it's 2,500 people on the compound. Boy, you talk about hard ass fucking work. Making bag lunches for 2,500 people is hard. Then couldn't even really get my steel on. But we was on lockdown for about 26 days. Then they did that politicking shit that I hate. And all the Mexicans from Texas and California was sent to Victorville, California, and they was no longer allowed on the compound. They got shipped off. So the only Mexicans we had was Paisa, the people that come from across the border. There wasn't no more Texas Mexicans or no more California Mexicans, which is fucked up, but that's how they did that shit. Like, I'm like, wow. But, you know, that's the way it was right there. That's what happened. That's when I seen the real live Braveheart. Right? I gave y'all that one. So I'm gonna tell you when this damn girl, her name was Isis, right? This little damn white bitch named Isis. She was fucking with this damn other white police officer. Give me a second, I'm gonna tell you her damn name. Let me tell you her fucking name, cause she was a fucking tease too. What the fuck was her name? I'm sorry, it's been 20 years. I can't remember. Well, the chick Isis, we just gonna say the female guard, her name was Miss Snowbunny. Miss Snowbunny, right? So Isis, I don't know what race she was, Armenian or something, but Miss Snowbunny, she was one of those rednecks from motherfucking Virginia. She couldn't stand black people. And she let it be known. And she used to call Mexican people by the epithet that they don't like. like a motherfucker that's been swimming. That's what she used to call them, right? So she used to down. Her name is right there at the tip of my tongue. I want to get her fucking name, but she was a fat little blonde-headed officer. Like she was chunky though. The motherfucker, she worked the kitchen and shit, but she was mean. Like she used to go through and find people's stash spots where they was hiding shit and just fucking up niggas' hustles and shit. Just cause she used to come in with an attitude and shit. And motherfuckers used to hate this bitch, dog, cause she used to do this shit out of spite. Most officers leave you alone when they know, you're not bothering nobody. But not her. She used to come through every day and fuck up shit. Plus, if she was in your dorm, you had to make sure everything was put up. And since I worked in the kitchen, whenever she came to my dorm, I used to put my shit in a bag and put it in my homeboy Lucho's room because he had the store. So my shit could blend in with his because she used to search the people from the kitchen's rooms a lot more because she know people from the kitchen like still. She was just a fucking hater, dog. And so she was fucking with this nigga named Justice. And Justice, he already had a life sentence. But his girl was on some other shit. I don't know exactly what was wrong with Justice. But Justice had that aura of leave me the fuck alone, don't fuck with me today. And you could tell because that shit was radiating off of his ass, dog. Like, it was radiating off this nigga. Like, you could tell the nigga had a mental problem, dog, because he was broke. Like, I don't believe in that mental illness shit, but bruh had a mental problem, for real. And, I'm gonna tell you like this. When motherfuckers have a problem, you don't know what a motherfucker is going through in jail, in prison. So that's why you need to stay to yourself. Well, she called herself being petty and fucking with him one day. And it was right out the count. And like, if she would have been any other damn female officer been cool, motherfuckers would have said something. But she had just finished doing her fucking rounds. And he said something to her. And she said, "What?" So he said, "Fuck the shit you talking about." And he walked to his room and closed his door. Now, he did that because he knew her pettiness would allow her to approach his cell. And see, he had a corner cell. So it was like right there behind the fucking cameras and shit. Like you had his cell was number 121. So that means he was under 120. No, it was 221. So he was under 121 because upstairs was the 100s, downstairs was the 200s. And they had the same fucking numbers. You feel what I'm saying? So he was at 221 and her ex was at 121. Like the nigga that she used to fuck with. And I'm saying her ex, not as dating, but her ex victim. He was in that one, right? So she was fucking with this nigga, dog. Like she kept fucking with him, just kept fucking with him. So like I said, he went to his room. So she walked up the steps and was heading to his room like she was gonna teach this nigga a motherfucking lesson. You feel what I'm saying? So she walked in there and shit. She like, "Where's such and such?" All you hear is this bitch hollering. She done got masked up and beat up and all that shit right there. Like he snatched her into the fucking cell, dog. Like before any lasting damages could be done, she was hollering. But when he snatched her, like I didn't see exactly everything, but I was in the dorm. And like you gotta press that button. And the fucked up shit about it for her, she had just did her count and just hit the little button up top by the steps where you letting people know you're doing your rounds. So she had just completed her rounds because she did her rounds opposite. And the reason why she did her rounds opposite is because, You have boxed in. So he snatched the bitch in the damn room. She hollering. Like she hollering like a motherfucker. Well, motherfuckers, in prison, you mind your own motherfucking business. And we can hear that shit just thud. Like, east, east. Like, Supreme Cam Salute, King Piece of Blood. Like, east, east. Like, bro, it's like he beating this bitch, dog. Like, beating her ass. Her little fat white ass. He was whooping her ass. And then we heard her moaning and shit. Like, bro, like, motherfuckers weren't really trying to be a part of it because, we not trying to get charged for accessory and shit. So I think the nigga Clarence, he wanted the damn motherfucking orderlies. Motherfuckers that cleaned the damn dorms and shit. So he ended up sitting there telling the motherfucker, like, I hear some shit. That's what he said, I hear some shit. So the motherfucking intercom came on and was like, Officer such and such. What the fuck was her name? But they was calling her on the intercom and couldn't see it. So they had an officer through the corridor coming our unit. So the officer from the corridor coming our unit, they can't. I guess he hears her up there hollering and shit, and so he hit the deuces immediately. So that means everybody about to come in here full sprint, and even if you not in your motherfucking room, you better get the fuck in somebody's room or they're gonna fuck your shit up. Like, bro, when they come, they coming. And bro, they came in there. When old girl came out that fucking room, they had a towel wrapped around her. Like, bro, her face was swole. I know he done pounded her because he had her in that room every bit of 20 minutes. And looking at her like that, I almost felt sorry for her. But like the shit she said about, like, she used to talk shit, bro. Like, she was untouchable. And like, bro, she fucked with the wrong nigga, dog. And he grounded and pounded that baby. He got that motherfucking boots and knuckle. He said he was gonna get it. And he got it. Yeah, boy. Sorry about that, boy. I had to think about that, boy. That shit right there was crazy. But yeah, so she got what she asked for, dog. Like, I ain't with a motherfucker getting their shit took. But like I say, you don't fuck with certain people because you never know what the fuck they're going through. And so she fucked with that nigga. He snapped cookies and he would dunk them cookies. You feel me? But they beat the fuck out of that nigga. Like, I can hear that nigga hollering in the room. Like, when they hit the deuces, we got to go lock down to our room. And then they go through and they lock every cell just to make sure you're in your room and everything's secure before they start their motherfucking extraction. Yeah, so before they even start the extraction, everybody got to be locked down. Everybody has to be locked down. So when they brought this nigga out, bro, his face looked like it was dented in. Like his shit was dented in, dog. And like as they was carrying him, they had him hog tied behind his back with his legs up and across, going backwards, tied to his wrist and shit. And they hit like every step on the way down on his damn motherfucking noggin. Cause that shit right there, they was dropping that nigga noggin everywhere. Like his face was hitting the steps on the way down. It was like the dude carrying him by the shoulders, let go of that nigga, dog. And like his head hit like all 32 steps going down. They were metal steps. Doom, 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 doom. And real nigga shit. I never seen that inmate again, dog. Like they didn't say shit about him transferring or nothing. And that's one thing. That's one thing I never got a chance to tell y'all. In the Fed prison, nobody can hear you scream, dog. Like, they come in there with them damn motherfucking cameras on, but a lot of times they come in there with the motherfucking cameras off. And see, the police at Atlanta got in trouble because they had killed too many motherfuckers up there in the name of discipline. You know what I'm saying? People sit there saying that discipline. Yeah, they would say that you playing different. And I'm like, nah, I'm just playing for keeps. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm just playing for keeps, people. Right there, that's what you do when you're in prison. You playing for keeps. And like, in prison, the motherfuckers will get you. I've done seen these motherfuckers, and this is no lie, this is on my kids, bro. Like, when I was in the hole, I used to see the motherfuckers cut the cameras off, go in a nigga room in the hole, and you can hear that nigga screaming for God, every religious entity, everybody. Like, they used to do niggas so savage in the hole. Like, savage. And y'all know the fucked up shit about it. I was just glad it wasn't me getting done like that. Like, they had me so fucking trained back there. I was just happy I wasn't the one getting fucked up like that. But yeah, them officers, like, I seen about 3 people die in the hole, bro, from them officers beating them, and then they blame it on something else. You can't prove it. Plus, you already in here for that bullshit, and why they got you in the hole? You feel what I'm saying? Like, they know what the fuck they doing, for real. But motherfuckers be down. Everybody want to be a killer, dog. And you got motherfucking police officers up there who have post-traumatic and they want to prove that they gangster and shit. So they want to take it out on gangster. Then you got motherfuckers that's just weird ass officers that don't pass the psych evaluation test. And these motherfuckers is guarding us and shit, dog. So yeah, you got those type of weirdos too, dog. Like, it's all of them. Like, it's all of them. Like, motherfuckers don't realize it. When you in prison, you have no fucking rights, really. Like, when you get out of prison, you sign a paper to get your rights back. Like, your property. You the property of. And people don't realize that. And usually I stop right here, but I'm going to go ahead and go for a little bit longer if y'all want me to. Hit the one button if y'all want me to keep it going a little bit. And I can keep it going. And tell y'all what happened. Tell you what else happened up in there. Yeah, Oakland, it is modern day slavery. Because look at this, Oakland. They got people working in Unicorn. And like I said, the people at Unicorn earns between $500 to $800, right? So while they're earning $500 to $800, they making BDUs for the army. They making computer chairs. Like, they gotta fill out like invoices. Like, they have to make shit. Like, they have like 50 each time they do 50, they get paid. So the shit that they're doing, that they're making $800 a month doing, motherfuckers on the street is getting $25 to $30 an hour to do it. So yeah, they making $800 a month, but motherfuckers is making $800 in a week doing this shit. Cause 10 hours, no, the motherfuckers making $1,000 a week doing what these motherfuckers is getting 800 a month for. So yeah, modern slavery. Yep, it's been past that. That's why they building so many prisons, and that's why they privatizing so many prisons. George Bush and them have stock in prison. They privatized this shit, right? You know, this is where all the good money at. George Bush has a company called Keefe. Look it up, y'all. Keefe does the commissary for all the prisons. You can't buy Keefe products on the street. You can only buy it in prison. Keefe sells oodles and noodles The little packs of oodles and noodles for $1. The cups of oodles and noodles for $1.50. The 25-cent bag of chips is $1. Little squeeze cheese, $3. Like the Keefy products, they're selling us shit in prison with a 400% markup. That's why they only sell it to inmates. Like they giving us 1 for 4s basically. Like a big bag of chips is like $5, a generic brand. But see, but they kill you on the oodles and noodles $1.05 for a soup, for a little square soup. I remember them shits used to be down 5 for $1, 20 cents, 18 cents a piece. Oh yeah, Supreme Cam. I believe that, my brother. I believe that wholeheartedly. Motherfuckers was dying in USP Atlanta, left and right. USP Atlanta, Georgia. Motherfuckers will get their ass destroyed up there. Yes, sir. All right. So we still in the prison, right? I'm gonna tell y'all how the Aryans caught this damn body. This dude was in Leavenworth prison. He was in protective custody. So, Lee County had just opened up. So he was one of the people that got to come up there. Because at the beginning, they brought a lot of hot motherfuckers that was snitches. Those got to come to the prison when it first opened up. Let them live on the yard for a little while until the hardcore people get there and make their ass go up top. There was a white dude named Blake. I don't know exactly where he's from, but he had some California Aryan Brotherhood that wanted him gone. And every day that the bus get here, I would see Blake on the yard watching the fence. And you could tell motherfuckers that got beef or that did somebody fucked up because on shipping day, they always right there at the fence looking who the fuck came in. You feel what I'm saying? Like they want to see who's hitting the yard, who's hitting the yard. So this nigga named Tommy Boy, he was an affiliate to the Aryan Brotherhood. He was part of the Aryan Resistance Movement. They call it ARM, the Armed Brotherhood, ARM, Aryan Resistance Movement. Okay. So with the Aryan Resistance Movement, they are a subset of the Aryan Brotherhood. So that means they basically flunkies, right? They basically flunkies. So the nigga Blake, he had been at Leavenworth, and Blake is a multimillionaire. Well, he was a multimillionaire, right? They gave him 7 years because he was a kingpin in child pornography. Blake had over 110 different videos of child getting their damn shit done. You feel me? Like the shit's sick, it's sad, and he starred in a few of them. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not saying that each kid that he put in the video got X'd out, but they said they couldn't find 40% of the kids that was in the videos. You feel what I'm saying? So you draw your own conclusion. So Blake, I don't even know the nigga name that was the head of the Aryans. You feel me? He didn't really talk to me, but I didn't know the head of it. You feel what I'm saying? But I gave you his homeboy plenty of space. You know, I get to see who's coming in because I work motherfucking in the officer dining room, so I gotta see who. I had to make the pack outs. Working the officer dining room, you gotta make the pack outs for the motherfucking goddamn people that's on the bus. And so late, he finally got that damn shipment that he didn't want. It was a shipment from Victorville, California. It was 57 people. 3 of the white boys that came here was Aryan Brotherhood. And they got sent to the hole because real California Aryans, they put them boys in the hole for a minute. And so them boys got in the hole, and one of the guys couldn't come to the yard. They let the other 2 come out, but one of them guys couldn't come out. Nigga named Nathan Shipley. He couldn't come out. And that's crazy because, hold on, let me see. Nathan Shipley, he did that. I'm trying to figure out what day this was. All right. I'm just gonna get to the meat and potatoes of the shit. Well, Nathan Shipley, he couldn't come to the yard because one of the girls that was on Blake's thing was related to Nathan Shipley. So he had a fucking separate T against, well, Blake had a separate T on Nathan Shipley. So Nathan had to stay in the hole. He could never receive the compound. So the other 2 guys, they was pissed off about this shit. They was trying to figure out like who the fuck and why the fuck our brother can't come to the yard. So after about a month of them digging, they figured out it was Blake. Well, you know, I'm gonna tell you like this. People stick by their races. Like, it wasn't nothing but a couple of Aryan brotherhoods on the compound, but the Aryan brotherhoods are the only people on the compound that had real Rambo knives. Like, them police officers brought them niggas real artillery. Like, they had zip guns that would fire off 22 rounds. Like a little pop guns that they made, but they had the ammunition. These niggas had fucking Rambo hunting knives with the compass on the bottom of it while we sitting around here with pieces of sheet metal and shit, right? Like, these niggas had real fucking weapons. And the officers brought it in there for them. And the officers hit the computer and figured out why Nathan Shipley had a fucking separate T. And then they figured out it was Blake, and they figured out the reason behind that shit and all that shit. And Blake was worth over $9 million off of child pornography and child snuff. They were saying he did some type of snuff shit too. So, you know, he had already been in the hole for 3 years at Leavenworth. The nigga ain't have but like a 7-year sentence. And he was in the county jail for like 2 years. So I think this is around 2006. He was scheduled to be released in 2008. And so Shipley figuring that shit out, he sat there and put a hit out on that shit, right? And told everybody like, nigga, y'all, and see, they addressed the whole fucking, you know, everybody, the black suit. And they was like, so y'all gonna let this black motherfucker do this. But soon as this motherfucker that's white do this, y'all lock me up. Right? That's what he said, because they allowed this nigga that came on the bus with them. He was a fucking menace, but they allowed him on the compound. I forgot the nigga name. But Nathan was mad as hell because he didn't get to go to the compound, but the old boy did. After about 2 days. See, they'll hold you in the damn holding tank for like 2 days and screen you. Like, most people that got high enough points or that is influential, they don't like motherfucking, I forgot what the fuck I was about to say. Well, they don't like motherfuckers down, getting in their fucking way and shit. You feel what I'm saying? So check this out. The police let them know. So they devised the plan and they got with the white boys that was on the compound and told them, look, y'all make this shit happen. Y'all could be real Aryan Brotherhood, not just no Aryan resistant movement. Y'all gonna be real, true gangsters. That's what he told them. You feel what I'm saying? So now they in a problem. This is what happened. Now y'all want y'all to listen to how smooth this shit is. Now, let me see if I can show y'all what the facility looks like. Hold on. All right. Shit. I can't show it to you. I ain't got the picture. But look, the facility is shaped like a U. You got 4 dorm units in each section. And it goes down the walkway from dorm A all the way down to dorm K. It's like a 300-yard burst. Like you got a few yards in between, but it's like it's like 55, 55, 50. That's about how many yards it is. Like from this one to that one, then you got like you got about like 10 meters across the gate. It's 4 gates. So the dude that they wanted was down in, hold on. You got A, B, C, D. That's one section. E, F, G, H. That's another one. I, J, K, L. Okay. That's the 4. That's the 4 daggone units, right? So dude was down there. I think he was in L or K unit. I can't remember. I'm not sure, but I know he was in the 4th corridor. So next thing you know, after the movement, it's a brawl in B unit. I'm in A unit. It's a big ass brawl in B unit. I mean, it's got white people involved. It's got black people. They think it's a race wide. It's a big ass fucking brawl in B unit. And it's going hard. It's going hard. So they had the big fucking fight in the 1st corridor. So all the officers done ran down there. They breaking up the fight. They tired as shit. Then guess what? Boom! You hit the deuces again. Now it's coming off from down the walkway. You just ran down here to the right way. So you know what I'm saying? So they all came down here. They broke up the big fight in Unit 1. They tired as hell. And they like, well, can't be tired because now the deuces done popped off in K and L. And I'm like, damn. So they popped off in B dorm. All the police officers down in this journey right here. So after the police is tired, they done broke up all the fights down there in the early unit. Boom, like I said, the deuces go off in either L or K block. And it's like 2 of the motherfuckers, the 2 that came with motherfucking old boy, they poking this nigga up, dog. They is poking this collateral damage. Like, they was poking that nigga, dog. Like, that man couldn't do shit about it but breathe. So, that's why I said it was no breeze. Check this out. They dropped the plane right there on the yard, like the helicopter. They try to take this man on life alert, life support, everything. Like, they wanted this man to make it up out of there, but things happen to good people. And to people that's trying to change their life wherever they go. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta try to change your life because you never know how long your life can last. But this motherfucker damn, hey, he didn't know. But them boys ain't had shit to lose. They coming over here from ADX. But like I said, the old prisons got shut down. So, they packing the new prisons. And so the officers went down there and broke up the fight in either B dorm or whichever dorm it is out there. And they sat there and murdered that man, dog. Like the police couldn't get down there to K or L block in time to say that, man. He got poked over 47 times. And they couldn't see exactly who did it because motherfuckers spit wadded the damn cameras. So like they couldn't see it because it was spit wads all over the camera. Now they motherfucking get them for accessory. Like whatever it is, that man right there got punished over 40 something. Yeah. But I'm gonna tell y'all like this. That's why I'm saying in the pen, everybody has a damn expiration date. You're not safe because most of the motherfuckers in the pen ain't going home. That's why people don't like going to level 7. But if you ask me, the level 7 penitentiary was way better than the medium because in the medium, the police and everybody treats you like shit because they think you scared to get in trouble and go up to the level 7 penitentiary. But if you know how to bid and you're a real man, damn penitentiary wouldn't be so bad for you. Like you could blend in and do what you gotta do. But that's how I seen the body, and that's how I seen all that shit right there. I'm gonna get to this part so when I come on tomorrow, we can get started with the music and shit. I'm trying to finish this prison part up. And yeah, I've been smoking a little bit, so if I'm slurring a little bit, my bad. But this whole time I had been writing my girl Seneca. Bitch ain't never write me back. So it gets down to my last month and a half. This motherfucker wanna start sending letters back to back to back, dog. Like I even called her on my own money back in 2006. She didn't answer the phone. And then had a nerve to tell me she was upside down on a roller coaster and if she'd have grabbed her phone, she would have lost it. Like all types of foolishness, you feel me? But I had something planned for her when I got home because she wasn't even the first person I text. You feel me? Like I didn't want shit to do with her. But like I said, to come home, she was hitting me up. She was doing all this. Now I just had a damn almost a 10-year bid. I got out with 8 and on parole. Like she acted like she was there the whole fucking time. Now I remember she was going to HBU college and everything. And I told her before you even got started, I say, before you got started, I say, don't even get started. But, when you first come home, you want to have that already in the bag ass. So, I kept her on the thing. But the day I got released, my parent, my mom, my grandma, and my aunt, they came to pick me up. So when they came to pick me up, I started heading home. And I was like, damn, I need some daggone clothes when I come home, everything when I'm coming out. And so we stopped by. Well, I done skipped ahead. So it's my release date. I'm happy as hell now. I gave away all my commissary that I had left, my stamps, everything. I gave it split it up though. I had split it up with my brothers up there and my motherfucking cellmate. Got a chance to keep damn near everything in the cell except for my notes, my paper, and my 2 pens. You feel what I'm saying? Like I had 2 special pens. The rest of them they could have. So I got my shit. I'm going to R&D. I already had my clothes sent in because they see you in the clothes that you want to wear. You know what I'm saying? Going out the door. So, I got my clothes and everything. And, I ain't got to go see, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, my parents was right there waiting. I had to sign back all my rights, everything. I had to sign everything back. But I appreciate everybody for coming through. The smoke got me out here tripping a little bit, but I appreciate y'all for coming through. You know what I'm saying? So we done got to the point where I'm getting out, and my ex tried to come back in like she ain't missed a day. But I appreciate everybody that came through, listen to the story and everything, man. Salute to y'all, man. Y'all family. I love y'all, bro. Salute to everybody. Salute to my nigga Supreme Cam. Salute to my man Terrell Davis in the building. Oakland LDTV in the building. Salute to motherfucking let's see who else. Salute to my nigga Slogan One in the fucking building. Salute to him. Salute to my man, that whole boy Shalom King Terrell Davis. Salute. Brian King Falcone. Salute. Let's see. Brian the King Falcon. Salute. My nigga Terrell Davis. Salute. Slogan One. Salute. J.A. Dixon. Salute. And my damn right hand, all things in the building. Salute to you, King. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Y'all know a nigga kind of zoinked out a little bit, so I got to talking slow a little bit. So y'all had to rock with me a little bit, because like shit, y'all know it's past that time. Once I get to smoking that indo, it smell like outdoor in this bitch. Y'all feel me? But salute to all y'all, bro. Tomorrow. Hey, man, I love y'all too, bro. I love y'all too, man. I love all y'all motherfuckers too, Terrell. You feel me? So, I'ma holler at y'all ass, man. I'ma holler at y'all tomorrow. The sun will come out tomorrow. It's just not probably around here, it won't. Man, like hell. But peace and blessings. And this is it's not upper echelon, it's apex to God. And I appreciate y'all for coming through. But y'all know what time it is.
I'm in the street with it, you dig what I'm saying? They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Trying to catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get the strike. And guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Hop out and leave them holding like the Bible. AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK or anybody kill. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. Stay on point, 6-2, gon' split 'em. drum rounds and cripple off Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga. I can leaving nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga. I can just squeeze and leave a nigga.
Y'all know what the fuck going on around here, nigga. Y'all nigga keep talking about you want smoke. You can't catch me on social media, my nigga. I'm in the street with it, you dig what I'm saying? Nigga know they gotta kill me or die, nigga. Fuck you mean? Talking about smoke and we still living in the same bitch. No, sir. You don't got smoke with me, baby. You'd have been dead. G-Stack, bitch. Whatever I fuck up, Tom gon' fix it, nigga. Y'all know what the fuck going on, bitch. Who want smoke, nigga? Y'all know I blow that shit, nigga.
They want that